Of course, the president and many people that appear to be promoting austerity got a little bit of a boost in the media this week, and it's a story that is making waves across the blogosphere, and particularly in progressive circles, but also in kind of the wonkish, technocratic circles in Washington, D.C. I think of Wonk Blog, Ezra Klein's blog in the Washington Post, which is very influential. And that is a story in the NPR series This American Life called Trends with Benefits. Isn't that cute?
Oh, it's so funny.
About the Social Security Disability Insurance Program and Supplemental Security Income Programs, which they, of course, objectively point out in this 1 hour series. Disability claims, Social Security disability awards have tripled in the past few decades, but what many sort of social insurance experts are criticizing them for is that, again, this is an issue of freeloading, that there are more people coming on, the system's overloaded, it's putting undue financial strain on the system, and it's become kind of an unemployment program for people in hard-hit industrial areas. They specifically profile Hale County, Alabama, where apparently 1/4 of the county residents are on some form of disability. And there are states also that are looking to sort of shift their burdens on the supplemental security income program. And again, supplemental security income is for people who are disabled who receive under a certain amount, have incomes under the poverty line, or people who are elderly that have incomes under the poverty line. And it only supplements thereof, and in some states even less than that. It is an extremely stingy program, and it doesn't provide much for people. And so some states are looking at the possibility of shifting, of curtailing eligibility if people could be accommodated by the federal Social Security Disability Insurance Program. And of course, the NPR segment apparently notes that this would be advantageous for the beneficiaries as well, because with Social Security Disability Insurance benefits at around $12,000, $13,000 a year, that's something like quadrupling what they'd get under SSI.
Right. I think the maximum benefit for SSI is like $8,000 a year or something.
And that's if you have like no income at all.
Right.
And
that's the maximum.
But the typical is more like $3,000 or $4,000.
Right.
And so this is what kills me is that we're having this entire conversation and setting aside for the moment, and I'll get to it in just a minute, setting aside for the moment the issue of what's really driving the uptick in Social Security disability claims. We're talking about huge portions of our population, particularly high school educated people that were working in industrial jobs in an economy where we have 3 people pursuing every open job that are literally just living on this stuff for subsistence. And we have, technocrats kind of speculating, well, of course, they're gaming the system. They're thinking about getting the more generous benefit of $12,000.
Right.
I mean, my God. So lacking perspective.
Right, and then focusing on how to cut those programs instead of, letting them be for a little bit and focusing more on creating programs that would get at the root cause of them, focusing on job creation programs, focusing on better education systems. They're focused on how can we cut this so people can get the least amount out of the system.